is the
get it.
channel name. Yeah. Unless you guys want me to say video store.
No, don't.
No, because there'll be like we'll probably have specials of us like
Yeah.
going out and doing
Yeah.
something movie related.
Yeah.
I agree.
Something.
Because
Yeah,
this is just the podcast. So.
All right, makes sense.
Ready? Hello and welcome to the No Expectations podcast. I'm Ben.
I'm James.
And I screwed up the camera movement.
One more time.
All right.
Hello and welcome to the No Expectations podcast. I'm Ben.
I'm James.
And I'm Max.
And today we're going to be reviewing 1983's Valley Girl.
And this movie is actually directed by Martha Coolidge and written by Andrew Lane and Wayne Crawford and starring Nicolas Cage and Deborah Foreman.
That sounded natural, James. Anyway, so this movie, let's talk about first of all like our No Expectations guess summary. Like what did you think it was going to be about?
So I mean, what we say like last week in our video, I said I was thinking about like some kind of Footloose kind of thing with Nicolas Cage actually in this small town, and a Valley Girl comes to his town, and everyone's going gaga over here and doing like, I don't you know what I mean? Like something like that. I don't want to say like dancing that's outlawed too, but like no, she's like the girl that all the guys want to get with now. She's the girl.
The it girl. I didn't really have. I had no expectations. I kind of thought it was just going to be your typical teenage romance, and which it was in many ways. Like guy from the wrong side of the tracks, trying. And I thought maybe there'd be like a little crime element, like maybe he like just got out of juvie or something. But that wasn't in there. But it pretty much matched what I expected, in a loose sort of way.
I tried to transport myself to the 80s because I knew it was an 80s movie, and thought about Hollywood in that time and what it would be like to live in the Valley. I think Lords of Dogtown sort of was happening around the same time, and so I predicted like a punk kid with a rat tail, like colored hair, hot girls in California on the beach, and I was just looking forward to seeing that. So
you were not disappointed.
I was very surprised. I really liked the movie.
Hottest girl in the movie, the short one.
Yeah, I agree.
She was my favorite. She was a dime, man.
I wanted more on her of her on the screen. She wasn't though.
Yeah, she should have been the main girl.
Yeah,
I feel
think
the main girl didn't quite fit, in my opinion. I mean, she was all right, but her friends.
No offense to her.
Her friends were way hotter.
Like,
her
friends were more
interesting.
Yeah,
and a little more like they had more comedic sensibilities too. At least the short one, I thought she did. All those girls, though, man, they're cute, super cute. 1983 bodacious babes.
Bodacious
babes. So I would say my overall rating for the movie, Nick Cage with his funny V hairy chest. I would give this one just because it's such a time capsule. I'm gonna give this one a 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5?
3 out of 5.
I give it a 3.5.
Okay.
A 3.5 out of 5.
I feel like the story wise it was kind of lacking, and it was missing the John Hughes touch.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
It was missing the John Hughes touch.
When I was watching this, because I was like under the influence, let's just say that, I thought it was just jizz in 80s. Like
it's jizz in 80s.
A lot of it.
It's jizz in 80s, but one part of it though, I think just because I've watched so many 80s movies, part of it kind of feels like they were sometimes a little too self-aware. And they were trying to be like extra 80s, like emphasizing how teenage and 80s they are when they were probably a little bit older. The people who were cast in it.
See, I try to think that too, but I'm like, this was made in the 80s, so that's why I was like, this is what it feels like if someone tried to make an 80s movie now, they would like replicate this look.
But at the same
entirely.
time, Karate Kid came out right around the same time, and they didn't behave like that.
That's true.
I think Karate Kid was more natural acting.
But were they in the Valley as well?
I think they were in L.A.
Yeah,
they were in the same vicinity.
Chino Valley, was that it? No, because where does Cobra Kai take place?
Cobra Kai. I think they shoot it in Georgia, and parts of it are in L.A. But it's supposed to take place in L.A.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think San Fernando Valley is what they're referring to.
Yeah, I think so.
That's like the valley.
Yeah.
And then I think that's when they say the All Valley Championship. I think it's like, so I think it's all in the same area. So
that makes sense.
Those are my 2 cents.
Yeah, that was where I kind of was like, I'll base my prediction off of something that's more based in that time.
You guys digging Cobra Kai?
I am digging Cobra Kai.
I haven't finished the 3rd season yet. I'm almost done. But
I like it. They really explore this like toxic masculinity that you can actually see when you're watching these 80 movies, where if you're woke, you might not really like the movie, but like it's real, you know. There's people are just toxic out there. If you've ever
Anybody who's that woke that doesn't like Cobra Kai, they need a roundhouse kick to the head. That's what they need.
no, I mean no 80s movies.
Oh yeah.
Like the last one, Lords of Flatbush. There was like it was kind of like
That was
consent.
That one we don't talk about.
Is there consent there?
We don't talk about that one.
Well,
No
if
consent.
somebody asks you if they want to watch Flatbush with you,
Say
Lords of
no.
Flatbush, do not give them consent.
Just say no.
And if they force it upon
And if
you,
they say, "Do you trust me?"
then it was meant to be.
Just say no. All right, let's talk about the movie a little bit. These parents in the movie, first of all, they're way too young.
Well, the
And
dad, I feel like the dad is like he's older looking. I don't know. The mom just looks really young.
Yeah.
He got the Uncle Rico vibes from Napoleon Dynamite, and when
Yeah.
he showed up on the screen, this is immediately who I thought it was.
I almost think like they should have had like their own story like more pronounced because they were kind of entertaining.
I liked him.
They were kind of
Like,
entertaining. Another trope from back then was really pushing the like we used to be hippies thing. Like that was the thing they were really into back then. And I don't know. I guess it worked for these characters, but I would have liked to have seen them explored a little bit more. Like they had potential, you know.
Dude, everyone, every guy in this whole movie has their fucking collar up.
Yeah.
Just look.
The
just
popped collar,
popped collar.
the preppy, the pre-yuppies. They weren't quite yuppies yet, but they were going to evolve into yuppies. Yeah, I could see that. All right, favorite part of the movie. What was your favorite part of the movie?
I like I don't know why I didn't make it to the end because I fell asleep. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
But my favorite part
It's
from
not
what I
okay.
watched was it's not okay. I need to make more time for movies.
It's okay. It's,
Um,
okay. It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough to fit it in.
He's hiding in the shower, waiting for the bully to come in, and then she walks in.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
And then he goes and confronts her when she thinks she's alone in the bathroom and like sneaks up behind her, and she's like, "Oh, hey."
It's beautiful. That was a good scene. There's some weirdness to this. I like how sushi still seems kind of foreign, you know. I guess sushi had been around since the '60s, but they seems like they're really focused on like, hey, it's sushi, man.
He doesn't know how to use the miso.
Food did look good. Food looks kind of good.
You just get
They
a
pooped that out decades ago.
sushi and you put peanut butter on it.
It's kind of gross. Maybe it was a hot mustard.
Oh,
the
yeah.
It looked like
the
peanut butter.
dancing in this film
The
too.
dancing was bad. The music was pretty good. The
I enjoyed the
soundtrack.
music.
The soundtrack was pretty solid overall. I think that was one of the pluses of this movie. Definitely for me was just like enjoying the good music that went along with it, and the babes.
The bibs?
The
The
babes.
babes.
The babes.
Oh, the babes, yeah.
The babes, yeah. And of course Nick Cage, always fun to watch. One thing I will say, I feel like there wasn't enough Nick Cage.
I actually have to agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted more of him on the screen.
Yeah, seems like he was.
I wanted more of his friend too. Like I liked his little
Yeah.
friend with them. I wanted something more.
Who was that
of him.
actor? Was that the same guy who played his friend?
I have no clue.
I don't even
honestly.
know. Let's pull it up.
Let's pull it up.
He's in another movie that I really like. I'm
Was
just
it the guy that played Tommy, or Tommy was the bad guy. Let's see,
No, no.
Alexander Bowen. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, it's the guy from Half Baked, right? The
Let's see.
preschool teacher.
Which one was it?
His punk buddy. With the
I'll know
colored
when,
hair.
I'll know when I see him.
I feel like it would have been up there.
These are all them grown up, though. I mean, like, seriously, a lot.
I thought he
older.
was, the guy who played the preschool teacher.
Oh, I think it was Cameron Dye. I think it was his buddy.
Oh, really?
Cameron Dye, I think was his buddy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then it's a different
Yeah,
guy.
Okay.
that's him.
It was good.
Oh, I'm thinking of it. If it was a different decade, yeah. I'm thinking wrong decade.
I kind of like how, God, the one that played the mom in there was so sexy. The one with the kind of reddish hair. MILF. She was way more.
She looked like they were just their age.
She looks like she's in college. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they did that on purpose. Yeah. But oh my God, beautiful.
Wait, that's the mom?
Yeah,
She's
that's the
supposed to
mom.
be the mom. Yeah.
I was actually confused because there's like later on in the scene, like
Looks
was
like
she
she's-
trying to seduce this guy the whole time?
Yeah, she's trying to fuck that guy.
But he ended up fucking her, right?
I think so. Yeah.
'Cause,
He
yeah.
should have gone for the MILF.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to.
I mean, she's
don't
like 25. she's not really a MILF. I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Anywho, but yeah, good movie overall though. Like I said, not the caliber of Ferris Bueller's Day Off or anything like that. But that's hard to beat. This is one of the best '80s movies ever made, in my opinion.
It was a fun watch.
Yeah, but this one is a fun watch, and if you love the '80s, if you love the music, if you like Nicolas Cage, check it out. Like it's 100%. It's 100% worth at least one watch.
Yeah, I would say like the worst part of it was like honestly like I would say the beginning a little bit because it's just girls
Yeah, gossiping
chattering and gossiping
yeah,
about
gossiping,
guys and
yeah.
everything. I mean, if you're a girl, you'll probably enjoy that. I don't know. For me, it was just really annoying because they drag on it quite a bit in this movie.
This girl should have been the main girl, man.
Yeah, I agree
like
with her.
immediately, like the thought of her being like taken advantage of here, I'm kind of like, I want to beat the guy up. You know, like she's so cool.
He was like the typical like 80s bully douche guy. Yes.
Yeah, he was a real piece of shit.
Near the end of the movie, do you remember him doing his little fucking karate stunt? That's one of my favorite scenes. If you want to pull that up, also.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah,
it's literally at the prom.
good fight at the end.
Yeah. I was like, yes, it was
good.
It's like near the end.
He's kind of the cliche bully, you know. Kind
Right
of miss
here?
those guys. You kind of wish
it's
they
like
were,
at the end.
it's like like the last like 5 minutes, I would say.
when they're at the prom.
Oh, it's the
I
result.
wish they were
here.
typical bullies like that still, you know.
So right
It'd be fun.
here.
Something to fight against. You know? Hey, bro. I guess there are kind of douchebag bros still,
There still are.
but I feel like they're just not as
Yep, here he goes. Like, let me take this all
not as
off.
over the top like this guy. But there's
Like, watch,
they're out there.
watch how over the top he is right now.
He's great. It's just me getting out of the shower.
I got only.
I just want to say everyone here deserves this.
Watch his high kick.
Whoa.
For
He's got moves. This is the 1980s Nicolas Cage ASMR. Welcome.
yeah, so he does the whole
Whoa.
fucking roundhouse
Look
and
at him
everything.
go. I feel like he actually knew what he was doing. Kicks him in the balls.
Everyone who lived in the valley was a karate expert.
Yeah. Well, he was
In the
training
80s.
for the All Valley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a theory. Shared universe was Karate Kid, and he's actually going to join Cobra Kai next year. Just saying.
Yeah, I can see it.
Shared universe. Valley Girl, Cobra Kai, or Karate Kid.
So what happens at this part?
You just
Oh,
Nicolas
they fight
Cage-
right here?
Yeah, they fight right here.
Yeah, they
Nicolas
fight.
Cage beats
My
the shit.
God, they're gonna wait till afterward.
I love how no one breaks it up.
They're just singing and everything. I loved it. I was like,
Yeah.
awesome. This is cool.
A better time.
Why'd she fall like that? Did
He got kicked in the balls.
no, not him.
Which
the
is
girl.
funny because I feel like,
She, like noodled over.
people would.
Or, I don't know what I'm saying.
Sorry, I feel like they would react a little bit more in this, especially because they're from the valley. They're all like content, and where he goes to, like he goes all these like rough bars and shit. They all act like that. That's why I think the band's used to
Oh, okay.
shit going down like that. They
It was a
don't give
better
shit.
time. No one had to break it up. They just let them duke it out.
Mm-hmm.
Let them do their thing. Oh,
Give him room. Give him room.
classic.
Which I don't understand.
What was up with the pie in
Was
the
that
face?
pesto?
Come on. Food fight? Yeah, it's a little cheesy.
And I don't even remember him fucking showing up near the end.
Yeah, food fight at the end. A little stupid.
Yeah.
A little stupid. But,
Plus, it's dry food.
I didn't like the ending at all. I mean, I like this part,
yeah.
the fight, but the ending itself, just like really.
Yeah. It seems a little rushed.
Like I said, it was
Seems a
just
little rushed,
it
yeah.
has the graduate ending of just them sitting in the back of the vehicle and just
yeah, that was kind of a weird ending.
smiling.
I love The Graduate. I think Graduate's a great movie. Plastics. That's where it's at, guys. But, yeah, the ending, maybe they could have tweaked a tiny bit. But who am I to criticize The Graduate? Come on.
You're a
Okay,
movie
fine.
critic.
I know. But I feel like The Graduate was a much better movie than this, obviously. But,
Well-
but this is still fun.
Oh, yeah.
This is still
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
I came for Nicolas Cage. I want to see Nicolas Cage, and I was satisfied.
I came for Nicolas Cage. I stayed for the Babes and the New Wave. And also the Plimsolls. That's a real band, the Million Miles Away song. And you can actually see them playing in there when they're at the club or whatever. Like the real band's actually playing in the background. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Nice little touch.
I'm all about soundtrack.
It's nice.
I appreciate
soundtrack
that.
of that.
Thanks for that little fact.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And just-
Francis Ford Coppola is his uncle. Did you know that? Is Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage's uncle?
Yeah, Francis Ford Coppola.
I feel like you told me this before. but I
Yeah,
totally
so he was
forgot.
actually like Nicholas Coppola, but he decided to go by Nick Cage.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was to avoid favoritism or just because it sounded cool or both. But
Well, it sounds cool.
yeah, it sounds badass. Yeah.
If that
No,
was
I was Francis Ford. He's like, I don't want nothing to do with
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
I hate that kid. I hate that fucking kid.
You wasted all
Spoiler.
this money.
I heard Nick Cage bought a pyramid for when he dies.
That's fucking
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
insane.
he bought a pyramid. And not like a full size, like Egyptian pyramid.
No, it's Nicolas
but like
Cage. He has a
pretty,
full-on
but it's like
pyramid.
the size of like a significant like garage. It's like
There's
Someone
a-
just made it. It's not legit. It's just
there was an old the first mayor of Arizona was buried in a
yeah.
pyramid
Yeah, and
down by
him and his-
Papago.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And he and his wife and his kids and some other like family members. There's like a dozen people or something like buried in that pyramid.
Really?
Yeah, I've actually wanted to vlog it for a long time, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But that would be a sick.
Yeah,
vlog.
I'm down. Let's go.
That'd be really cool. Be really cool. Ghosts in Papago. But anyway, yeah, weird but interesting.
Ends with a fade to black and
Yep.
pink
Then-
credits.
credits.
Spoiler
zooming.
alert.
And there
Yeah,
you
they
go.
go really fast.
They go really fast. Tuxedo Den.
I can't read it really. because it's
1980s
the
is really
interlacing.
All right, so if you had to, if someone really liked this movie, what are 3 other 80s movies that are in the similar vein that you would recommend?
Better Off Dead's one of them.
Okay, never seen that one.
Really?
Never seen.
That's like
Really?
one of my favorite John Cusack
Really?
80
Okay.
movies. 100% you should watch that.
Shit. Okay. Cool.
Like 100%.
Cool.
That's where you get all the tropes from.
Okay. Really.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a lot of films, TV actually reference that movie a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Very cool.
Other 2 movies in the 80s.
I know it's cliche, but I would say Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I would say Breakfast
I would
Club.
say Breakfast Club.
If you haven't seen Breakfast Clubs, do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Just watch it.
Check it out. Eat some breakfast. Join a club. I saw a girl the other day at the gym with a Breakfast Club like hoodie, and I was like, "That's cool, kind of cool." It looked really retro too.
You're like, have you seen that movie before? No, my mom got it for me.
Like, who's wearing a hoodie at the gym? It's hot as fuck in here.
They do that
Maybe
all
they
the
want to
time.
build up a sweat, work up a sweat. I don't know.
And this one right here, Tom Hanks film.
Oh,
I recommend that
thing you do. I love that thing you do. Why do we throw on that thing you do?
No, just
It just
YouTube autoplay.
It just autoplays.
Free movie.
That's great. Good movie. Ethan Embry, Steve Zahn,
Mm-hmm.
solid fucking cast.
So
Was
far,
this-
the color looks great.
Was this the 90s or 80s for this one? I don't
This was
remember.
90s. Yeah,
90s,
this
okay.
was, I want to say like 96 or 97. And Tom Hanks actually directed this. Fun fact.
Oh, heck yeah.
Liv Tyler, she was the best. She was amazing. She was amazing. I forget that guy's name, but he was good. Shades, the drummer. He was awesome.
Does this have anything to do with that movie with Tom Hanks is dancing on a piano that I haven't seen?
No, that's
This is
I think you're thinking big.
Oh, that's Robin Williams.
Oh, that's Tom Hanks.
That's Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where he wishes at a Zoltar machine
Yeah,
to become an
he-
adult. And he's
Right,
Josh
right,
Baskin.
right.
It's the kid. And he puts in a coin and he
Oh,
gets his
yeah.
wish. And
I
the
need to
machine's
rewatch
not even
this.
unplugged. Or it's not even plugged in, it's unplugged. And yeah, it's an amazing fucking movie.
Yeah, I think there is a Robin Williams movie. I think it's Toy or something.
Oh, Toys? Yeah. I know what you're
think,
talking
I
about.
think maybe he does dance on the piano on that one
Maybe.
too. Who
Maybe
knows?
maybe
We
it's a
should
thing.
find a collection of movies where grown men are dancing
It's gotta
on
be-
pianos.
I'm okay with that. We should do that. We should definitely do that. Yeah, this is another great movie too. If you guys haven't seen That Thing You Do, check it out. Amazing soundtrack too. Fun fact: the actual theme song of That Thing You Do that they play like a million times in this movie was written by Adam Schlesinger from Fountains of Wayne.
Oh.
Stacy's mom.
There we
Oh.
go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fun fact. So that's why it's so catchy. Those guys knew how to make really good songs.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, what have they done now though?
Adam Schlesinger died, I believe.
Did he? Oh.
Yeah, he died. And then the
Sorry.
the other guy, he
He's doing big
What's he
things
doing now?
in heaven.
I don't think the band's a thing anymore. So. Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah, time flies. I don't know.
This is fun.
I think he was one of the first celebrities to die of COVID, actually. I'm serious.
Oh, so it's recent.
it was fairly
Really?
recent. Yeah,
Oh.
he wasn't even that old of a guy. Yeah.
All right. Well.
I'm sorry to bring the mood down, guys.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, shout out to Fountains of Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit. So, what are we gonna watch next week?
We're gonna watch Thomas Crown Affair with Pierce Brosnan.
Thomas Crown Affair with our favorite James Bond, Pierce Brosnan. Like I said, I think maybe it's about like a politician, maybe getting into some shady stuff. Maybe there's an affair. Maybe there's a crown. Maybe there's a Thomas. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's about a lawyer,
Okay.
who's having an affair with I don't know with who. There's definitely gonna be a Thomas, and Pierce Brosnan's not Thomas. That's the
You don't
kicker.
know
That's
shit
the
about it. I
twist
love it.
right there. That's the kicker.
I literally have no clue what it's about. I know it's a remake of a Steve McQueen movie from the 60s or early 70s. And that's it, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen the trailer like a while back, but it's
Yeah.
gone.
It's supposed to be amazing.
gone.
Well, that kind of smashes my prediction.
What's your prediction?
My prediction before was that it was like some British Queen drama,
it
like
could
that
be.
sort of thing.
I mean, he is British.
But I feel like Steve McQueen wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, he wouldn't have.
British
Yeah.
movie.
But I heard the Pierce Brosnan one's supposed to be like way better. Even
Way
though
better.
even though the original was supposed to be good, this one's supposed to be like one of those rare remakes that's like better.
That's
And
refreshing.
Where could we? Is this on Prime? I think it's on Prime, right?
To be honest, I don't know, but I'm gonna say Prime, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. You guys might have to rent it somewhere.
Yeah, no big deal.
Thanks for joining us.
So,
This is a brain that Max made.
And we touch it before every single episode.
every
And
single episode.
It's lucky, and I'm guessing probably a little bigger than a cat's brain.
That's Hillary Clinton's brain.
Oh wow, it seems a little large. It seems a little large. All right, we're going full on phase right now. Guys. Come on. Thank you.
I mean, it's just a reptilian.
James, talk about some of the props that you got for the set here.
Oh yeah, I could have brought that up. I didn't. Got some old VHS movies here. Yeah, I got all the the first 3 Die Hards, the best Die Hards.
The best ones, yeah. 4 was good too. I like Justin Long.
Yeah, I like the 4th one.
Yeah,
we don't talk about the last one.
Yeah, that one doesn't exist.
We got Ferris Bueller, which we showed off in there, and we got Top Gun. I want to say Jurassic Park,
and
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Jack Nicholson here.
A lot of scenes from these movies or little clips are still being used today by Generation Zers, just memeing along, and most of them probably haven't seen them. You know,
Yep.
Grab your recorders and play the Jurassic Park theme.
These are beautiful. There's just something about the VHS. I think it's just because it still has that magic. Because we at one point VHS was it. You know,
something about the art too.
It's beautiful. Perfect size, perfect weight.
It's really cool actually looking at the reels of the film itself. Like I even stare at it.
It's the best.
And then there's
it has value. You know?
I'm gonna turn it.
I love me a VHS. That feeling of trying to rewind it, but with your finger, it doesn't quite work. Big fan. All right, pick your top 3 out of all these movies here. That's really hard to do.
Jurassic Park.
Really? Oh,
I like Jurassic.
I gotta
Park.
go.
The first Jurassic Park for sure.
I gotta go in order. These are mine.
Okay.
I gotta go Ferris Bueller, Die Hard, Jurassic Park. Those are my top 3.
Okay, Die Hard's on one of mine too. I might have to go with.
These are all really good though.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest as well.
Okay. Solid.
Ooh. I just love Jack. I love Jack.
Yeah, that's on my list.
Die Hard, Jurassic Park, and One Flew.
You don't love Top Gun?
I need to rewatch it maybe.
Okay.
It's very.
I think last time I watched it was a long time ago.
Okay. I'm looking forward to the new one.
I want to watch it with you.
I'll watch it with you. Okay. I'll be your Goose. I think Goose dies though, doesn't he? I don't. Maybe I won't be Goose. I'll be the one who lives.
I think he does actually die.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Oh, we all gotta die. I'll be Goose.
All right. Iceman.
Wait, what was over? Oh, Die Hard was over here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just like fiddling with shit.
It's okay.
There you go.
Probably Die Hard, Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I want to do
I
this.
love Die Hard with a Vengeance too. That one's so darn good.
Yeah, I do love Blade Runner as well, but it's just like you can only watch that every now and then because it's
doesn't have the rewatch. It does have rewatch value, but not as often as these other ones. It's more something you watch every couple
there's like
years.
5 editions of it, like shit.
Yeah. Like that movie, it's like I remember the first time I tried watching, I fell asleep like 3 times, and even though it was a great movie, I was like, this movie's too long. It was like it's still.
It took me years
good,
to actually like finally like appreciate that movie and watch it, like because every time it was on, I was like, this is boring as fuck.
The one that I watched all the way through was the final cut.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was like, I really like this.
Yeah.
I think the final cut was better than. I ended up watching the theatrical, and theatrical was good, but I think Ridley was able to do what he wanted in the film.
And then for the,
I'd like to see that.
And then the sequel wasn't bad. I think the cinematography was really good. It just didn't hold up as much as well as this one.
It wasn't as interesting to me, but I still, it was all right.
And Harrison Ford just doesn't give a fuck anymore.
He's amazing. I'm looking forward to one more Indiana Jones. I mean,
I'm looking forward to, but I'm like,
it's probably gonna be terrible. But if it's anything like Crystal Skull, I mean,
it's directed by James Mangold. I think he did. He did the X-Men movies.
He did Logan, and he also did 3:10 to Yuma with Christian Bale.
Yeah.
James Mangold.
Mangold.
All right. Well, I think that's it.
My third movie.
Oh, your third movie.
I thought you had a third movie.
What was your third movie?
No, I mean, out of the ones that are here, probably Blade Runner. I just love sci-fi so much.
Sci-fi is great.
Okay. All right. Now I'm good.
Okay.
Now I'm good. I feel
all right, guys. Be kind, everyone. Subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for coming.
Goodbye.
Bye.